Hi guys!
Hello everybody.
Welcome to Original Games UK.
Wait, what?
We are...
What are we doing?
Who knows?
I don't know what we're doing anymore. What is YouTube? What is making videos?
Was the last time after Doncaster
It
game?
was
Yeah.
Doncaster. Yeah.
So, since then we have got all our pickups since Doncaster, and this time we have a varied amount of different consoles and stuff.
we do.
So, without further ado,
Without
shall
further
I start with one of the games
Crack on.
I've been looking for quite a long time.
Crack on.
PS3 title, I have it on the 360, but looking for it quite well for the right price.
Yes.
So, it is Final Fantasy 13-2, complete in box.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but this is actually my favourite of the 13s. And actually, I think this one will be unfairly forgotten.
Yeah.
Because I know 13 gets hate, and people can hate whatever they want, you know, it's up to them. But I do think 13-2 will be unfairly forgotten, because I actually love 13-2.
Yeah, 13-2 I think is one of my favourites actually, as well. Obviously, it's not my favourite of 13
Yes.
trilogy, because
Yeah.
you know, 13 is my favourite ever. But 13-2 is probably up there in my top 5 Final Fantasy games.
I really enjoy it. I
Train
think-
Up Monsters, Noel Christ.
Yeah, to be fair, I think the characters are really good. I mean, Sarah, we can all forget about. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Caius.
Caius was sick.
Yeah.
Noel was really cool.
Yeah.
And those two characters will genuinely be forgotten. No one knows those characters. The music was decent.
Yeah,
the music actually is really good.
Yeah, just like 13.
I love the whole time traveling thing. I think that's actually really
Yeah.
cool. It's kind of like Chrono Trigger. I just think it's awesome.
So
I think it's really good.
I was in game, you know, I kind of, whether I'm in like CX, game, whatever,
Yeah.
I always look 13-2. And recently, if I found it's kind of been like £7 or £8, which is like, we remember seeing them for like £1.50 at one point.
Yeah, that was always on 360.
Yes.
I never saw many copies for the PS3.
So, saw this, labelled up at £4, went to till, turned out it was on half price. So I got 13-2, fully boxed, absolutely complete, on PS3 for £2. So yeah.
Bargain. Bargain.
And I will go on to a game I haven't played yet.
Right,
A
I know which
game
one it is.
I'm very, very, very eager to play.
Yes.
By Capcom in the Resident Evil series, released recently.
Yes.
Or a long time ago, depending on what way you look at it.
Yes.
And that is Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, I've only heard good things. Yeah. I know you can play as a block of tofu. I think you have to complete the game on a certain difficulty and stuff, and probably or it could be complete the game with no deaths or something, and then you can play as a block of tofu.
So basically, we're now playing as a block of tofu.
No, it was in the PS1 one. There's an Easter egg in that, and obviously then they put it in this. But yeah, to be fair, this engine, what's it called? The something engine. It's there at the back. What's it called? I think it's just called the RE engine. Obviously, they've made 7, 2, and Devil May Cry 5 from it.
Yes, you said
And
that.
all of the games I think do actually have, I think they look incredible. I think there's something about that engine which, I mean, don't worry, it'll get stale once they've released their 15th game on it.
Yeah, yeah.
But as of right now, I
Up
think
until then.
it looks unique. I think there's something about that engine which I don't know what it is. It just has its own style.
Yeah.
And even though, to be fair, Resi 7, Resi 2, and Devil May Cry 5 all have some. There are some similarities. If you put them side by side, you'll notice the way the lighting's done and the water's done. They're all the same.
But it's good.
But I do like the style.
Yeah,
I think this
yeah.
is really cool. But I think that game will be incredible.
Yeah, so looking forward to playing on that.
Yeah.
Do you want to go with?
Yes, I'll go with one I've literally just mentioned, and that is Devil May Cry 5.
Yes.
What an absolutely incredible game.
First start by telling us the day you got this, which was on the...
It was, I think, I got it a day after, I believe. No, I didn't.
Yes.
I think it was, right, the other game came out, when, was this the 7th? 7th of March, was it? I've actually forgotten.
Stumped him. That sounds right.
It was early March.
Basically,
It was a Tuesday, was it?
it was either the release date or the day after the release date.
Yeah. Was it a Friday? I don't know.
Such a simple question.
But one,
Horribly wrong.
but one thing I do remember is that I completed it 3 times in about a week.
Yes.
Did it on...
Now some people will like that.
Yes.
Some people may not like that.
I do think though, if you're into Devil May Cry as a whole, you come to expect that replaying it is actually an aspect of the game.
Yeah.
That I think it doesn't force you into it, but if you want to get the real experience, you keep on going through and you keep on learning. So yes, I did it 3 times. Devil Hunter to begin with, but that now isn't as hard as it used to be.
Okay.
Then I did it on Human, which is just the one for a laugh. Then I did it on Dante Must Die, which was absolutely fine until the last 3 missions, where I just shat myself and had to use a lot of gold orbs, more than I'd ever like to admit.
But their resurrection.
Yeah. But with like full Devil Trigger and 4 health, and I had to use quite a few. But anyway, Nero, very cool prosthetic arm. That's another similarity to a game.
How does it come? So someone's played every other game in the series
Yes.
multiple times, finished
Yes.
them multiple times, done everything there is to do. Where does it rank for you?
I do think it is the best one. I do genuinely think that. I think it being modern gives it an edge anyway, and I mean that in the sense that they can do more.
Yeah.
There's more characters for a start, apart from Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, but that's special.
I can relate to that point in one of mine when you said because it's more modern you could do
Well, what I said to Aiden was, if I was to go for just sheer content, it has to be Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, because there's Lady, there's Trish, there's Virgil, Dante, Nero. Granted, those two come halfway through the story. Well, you play as Nero, then you go as Dante.
Yes. Yeah.
There's the Bloody Palace from the start, but again, this is all because it's Special Edition, and the game's long. So if you want just pure content, you have to go 4.
Yeah.
Now, this isn't a popular opinion, but I like the gameplay more of DMC Devil May Cry, the Ninja Theory one. People may want to burn me alive for that, but I really like the combat in that. But this is just the most consistent game of any Devil May Cry. It sets its bar really high, and I don't think it ever dips.
That's what you want.
This is like a 9 out of 10 the whole way through, and it never dips below. Whereas obviously DMC Devil May Cry has dips. 4, to be fair, has dips. There are some horrible missions. And then 3, 2, 1. 3 is incredible, and obviously 2 is terrible, and 1 is basic. So I think this is genuinely the best one. I think it gains that because it's the most modern, and it can do more than the other games. But yeah, incredible. And also, easy to follow story, which I think will mean we're going to get a DMC 6, because I think people will have bought this.
I think it's sold really well.
Yeah.
Leave a comment down below if you want to see maybe Simon's Devil May Cry collection, because it's pretty hefty.
I like it.
Yeah. Right. Let's change up gears.
Right.
So.
Gears of War? What are we doing? Guilty Gear?
None of them.
Right. Okay.
If you saw our Doncaster Gaming Market, I quickly mentioned that I'd bought a new console, but didn't show it. So I will show it now. So that kind of gives it away. It's a console. So.
Dildo that you keep in a case. Because you like it so much.
It's got to be nice and clean.
It has to be. Well, actually, hygienically, yes, it does have to be.
So I got a Nintendo Switch.
I got the grey one. That's just me personally. I like that. Well, saying that, grey. I like that plain aesthetic.
If they're the same price, I would have gone grey.
Yeah, to be fair, you got this for a steal.
Yes. So I got it mint in box, not brand new. Basically everything but the official seal on it.
Yeah.
£245 with a Pro Controller.
Yeah, that's with the Pro Controller.
Yeah, and then I bought this case separately. It's not the official one, but it got better reviews than the official one. True story.
I love that. I love when that happens.
£8 off Amazon, so got that with it.
Very nice. And to be fair, with the Switch, because the screen's not tempered glass, so I think you have to have a case, isn't it? It's like rule number 1.
Yes. And I showed it the Doncaster Gaming pickups that I got Smash Bros Ultimate.
Yes. SMB.
But then since then,
SSMB. SSMB. You.
Yeah,
let's move on.
SSB. You. Yeah. So also got Xenoblade Chronicles 2, just like Resident Evil 2. What is going on with me? But yeah, I've not actually had time to play them this.
No, to be fair, when you start this, you're going to want that to probably be the one game that you are playing, because it's going to be a bit of heft, a bit of girth. Yeah.
So completed Xenoblade Chronicles, completed Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I got about halfway through on Xenoblade Chronicles on the 3DS.
Yeah.
So I
find it weird how they've named them, but the X being a separate game, it still hurts my brain. That
rather than the 2, which is simpler.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what to expect from it.
The voice acting.
Oh yeah, I'll put in Japanese voice acting. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I don't normally do, but with this I will be. I still find it strange that in the Switch cases, it's like you've got the prongs here for a book. Yeah, put a manual in. But, you know, so yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I'm trying to remember how much I got that for. I think I got this for £36.
I think that's decent, because I doubt it'll drop much further, to be honest.
I mean, Switch games ever drop.
Don't, yeah, not many Switch games do.
Yeah.
Right, I think you should do...
One more?
At least one more. Yeah, one more.
Okay, so the next one, I got Resident Evil 2, this one, and another one on my birthday. And this is the one that Simon got me. And it was so strange that I was actually watching a trailer and gameplay for this the night before. I was just like, what the hell? Yeah. And I was like, that game looks so sick.
I suppose I have got gypsy blood. Just saying.
It definitely has.
I can smell.
I love the fact that on this game, there's no HUD. It
Yes.
looks so clean,
Yeah.
and by it not having any HUD in it, just really, truly.
Have you
sucks
said what the
in.
game is?
No.
Maybe we should do that first.
It is Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
Yes.
This isn't so much a game as it is an experience.
Yeah.
It's truly like an experience to play. Took me a week to complete. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I love the puzzles, but what I enjoyed the most actually was the combat. The combat was so unexpected for how good it was, and like so when you're fighting as Senua, like you can parry. You've got your light attack, your strong attack, but
I think
also
you can do a jump attack, a sprint attack as
sprint
well.
attack. Yeah, sprint attack. Yeah. But what's so cool is because it's all about psychosis of Senua. Like she'll be like behind you, and then you like turn behind you, and there's like an enemy there.
So instead of like a HUD of like a red, like mist, like showing you the direction of where the enemy is, I think that's my favourite thing about this.
Yeah.
Is them using the story elements for the gameplay.
Yeah.
And them blending so well.
Ninja Theory.
Ninja Theory as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, got bought by Microsoft recently, which means it's the end of any more PS4 title.
So yeah, so an absolutely great game. Can't recommend it enough, especially if you like story-driven games. So
Yeah. Right. Now onto the game that I think a lot of you will be expecting us to have gotten. Actually, saying that, the list of games that we have got, I think the ones for March, aren't these all March and... So some came out in February, didn't they?
Yeah, and one of them came out in January, which was no, Resident Evil 2 and the other one came out on the same day in January, so that's a clue to my other one.
But I think the list of games that we've got have all been what you'd expect us to get.
Yes.
And this one is on that list, and it is Sekiro. And as you can tell, it's Ian.
Yes.
It's Ian.
Well, Simon, die-hard Dark Souls fan, you know, completed them all, did everything on them all, including Bloodborne.
Just not
Neo
Demon
as
Souls,
well.
though. At some point, I've got to have a crack at their Demon Souls.
Yes.
See how terrible it is.
Yeah. So Sekiro, because
Right.
obviously you brought this round and showed me.
Right.
So there's new ways to fight rather than Dark Souls. So
There's more than just one.
you've got the prosthetic arm.
Yes.
You've got stealth is a much more viable option in
Yes.
this. You've got shurikens, which is like part of the prosthetic arm.
grappling hook, that being the main one for stealth. You can crouch, which allows you to sneak through bushes. You can hug walls.
You can kill chickens.
You can massive man-sized chickens. But you can also jump, and that might be
Of course.
one of the
Right.
biggest differences between this and Dark Souls. But my advice to anybody, and I think to be fair, this is the advice the whole community is having, is when you play this, just play like it's a new game. Don't even try and think about Dark Souls, or you will die. If I was to give advice on top of that, I would say think more like Bloodborne, which is be the aggressor. Always be the one attacking rather than always defending. So always think about how you can attack more. And I think if anyone's struggling, I always think just try and simplify. Because the game basically says at the start, right, you can throw shurikens, and then when you get more arms, you can do 3 different kinds of attacks because you can equip 3 at a time. You can jump attack. You can then do the prosthetic moves in the air. You've got combat art, which you can do on the ground in the air.
Yeah.
You can do sneak attack.
There's lots of options in this game.
And what I'd say is if you are struggling, is just try and master each one individually, and then slowly bring it all together. Because what I tried to do at the start was like, right, I can't parry this enemy, or I can't do the Makiri counter, which is when you step on the spear and you counter them in the circle. I was like, right, I can't do this. I thought, right, just simplify it instead. Just do charged R1s, and just try and block and do that. And then once I got that down, I was like, right, now I can move on to
Increase the repertoire.
yeah. Now I can do the prosthetics and try and involve them, and now I can do the counters. Now I can do the parries. Because I think where this game actually is much harder, because in Dark Souls it is basically just block, parry, attack.
Yeah.
And if you master all three of them, well, you can beat the whole game. And roll, if actually that's a massive one. Roll, attack, block, and parry. And if you can master all four of them, you shouldn't have a problem with any enemy in the game.
No.
In this, you've got like 9 or 10 things that you need to master, and it's picking the right one at the right time. And if you get it wrong, with the health bar being shorter,
Very short.
and damage being higher, you get punished far quicker. Which is why I'd say just simplify it, and I think you'll have a much easier time.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
The game looks gorgeous.
Oh, it does look really good.
Yeah.
It's on the same engine though, you know, as the previous
Really?
ones. I just
Wow.
think they're
Because it's more
they're
vibrant.
probably
in colour.
tweaking it as well. They're
Yeah.
probably making it better as they go.
So then the final game is another game that I can't believe I've only just got. You know.
Yes.
But I say so another one that I held on for until my birthday, and that is Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
I finally got it.
How many years and how big's the gap between 2 and 3? It's like 15 years or something.
13, 14 years, something
It's
like
insane.
that. Yeah, because I want to say 13 because in the first world, which is Olympus, I love how there's like an in-joke which is like Hades was like, that damn took me 13 years to plan.
There you go.
So yeah,
I mean, this went through so many revisions. They had to remake it multiple times. Disney wasn't happy. Square wasn't happy.
I mean, I put about 7-8 hours into this so far, and all I can say is I'm surprised I've really not heard like anything like about the game because
Yeah.
I'm absolutely loving it. And what you said about DMC5 was the fact that like because it's more modern, that's exactly how I feel about this. There's so much to do. It looks so cool, and the world is so much bigger.
Yeah,
So much
that
bigger.
was one thing I noticed. It's a much bigger game.
Yeah, I'm wondering how many hours.
And loads more Kingdom Hearts story for you to get confused about.
Yeah.
Just names thrown all over the shop.
I'm just so happy to have it, and
Also, can we just say, like, as a front cover, that might be the most Kingdom Hearts front cover of all time. You can't even really see what's going on.
No.
It's just like a blur of colour.
that's not like the theme that you'd get when you like do certain things. That's what it reminds me of, like the themes that you get on PS3 and PS4.
But yeah, guys, that was
All our pickups from like the last month or so.
well, the last couple of months. Yeah.
Yeah. So let us know what you picked up. Which ones do you think are the best ones we've got? We've definitely got some hitters.
Yeah. To be fair, well, as I say, we've got all the main releases. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we shall see you guys soon.